Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn June 26, 2022. The moon spends the day in your sector of joy, encouraging you to make time for more humor, play, and fun in your life. Later today, you can experience some difficulty keeping your good mood in spots. The trick is to aim to enjoy mental tasks and exercises rather than entertain emotional perspectives. Uncluttering your mind and conscience requires you to focus on your priorities and free your mind from the vague worries, guilt, and concerns that seem to interfere with productivity now. If you invest too much time and energy into matters that get blown out of proportion today, it can feel like a big waste. Aim to pick yourself up and learn from the experience if it does happen, and you might take notes for future run-ins with these recurring issues. Once beyond hesitation or stalling, you're likely to find quite a bit of enjoyment in pursuing your goals. There is nothing the slightest bit wishy-washy about relationships today. There is every chance that you and your loved one will be able to explore some pretty deep and normally unfathomable levels. Today's planetary energy puts a great force into the air that can move through obstacles like a knife through butter. If you are afraid of passion, you'd better run a mile. Expect the unexpected with your passion projects today when the moon conjuncts Uranus in Taurus. Your ongoing projects may take a surprising twist, perhaps leading to an entirely different result or execution of what you have set out to do. Your interest in certain outlets may drop unexpectedly, so you could let go of some projects for more interesting pursuits. Innovation may take over, allowing you to nurture your more technical side through your work. Others may not even recognize your handiwork since the conjunction could embody an especially unique style that is unlike your usual one. If you had an opportunity to sit down quietly today and observe the rush of activity around you, you might be inclined to wonder why people are so impatient. Of course, there's very little likelihood you would indulge in such philosophical conjecture. Nevertheless, on some days tranquility and meditation are much more productive than agitation and excitement. That's certainly the case today. You sometimes feel ill at ease with people and see your friends as rivals. You also tend to argue in a loud, aggressive way. Treat other people with more respect than usual and don't injure them just because you feel uncomfortable with yourself. Stop freaking out. Honestly, you'd think you've never done the impossible before, what with all your worrying and carrying on. Keep at it and everything will work out. Heightened awareness of your surroundings make you responsive to the many opportunities that occur for you to find romance. Any communication you get, treat as particularly important. Don't dispose of contacts or phone numbers or lose any. You're experiencing the results of previous effort. Stay open to offers. The planetary positions today are encouraging you to channel all your energy into the essential things, instead of going in 10 million directions as you probably are used to doing. Focus on something that really needs your attention and use your energy to deal with it once and for all. You have a tendency to throw out dozens of fishing nets into the sea and only bring a few of them back in with you. Your take would be a lot bigger if you only put out 3 or 4 nets at a time. You can expect your intuition will be exceptionally strong on this day. While your ability to show incredible mental strength is probably recognized by everyone who knows you, you have a resource in your intuitive abilities as well, especially under the influence of your own vibration. Chances are, you haven't explored this as much as you could. Open your mind and listen to your own inner voice. By combining these abilities, you have a real advantage when it comes to discerning the best choice. Having the moon in a fun, playful, romantic and creatively charged part of your chart 2 days after Venus left has multiple positive implications. On the one hand, this will keep Venus' influence and her desires and expectations alive and the flame burning ahead of Mars' return in 10 days. At the same time, as Venus teams up with Mercury in your work sector and ahead of the moon's return tomorrow, this is putting some safety measures in place to ensure life doesn't become all work and no play. Having returned to your romantic sector just a few hours after Venus, the planet of love left 2 days ago, the moon is still working hard to both amplify and cement the spirit of romance. With Mars just 10 days away from returning to fire up your romantic passions and fighting spirit, today's romantically charged lunar vibes are helping to keep the romantic flame burning. Our eyes in the sky. With the sun continuing its new journey through protective Cancer today, you might find yourself defending a family member or coming to a friend's rescue. Your main objective is to support the people who need you, and if you can't be there for them when they're counting on you the most, it disappoints you almost more than it disappoints them. Try not to be too hard on yourself during this warm and empathetic solar transit. Taking good care of yourself allows you to be in the healthy kind of space you need to be in so you can take care of everyone else. Later in the day, a Moon-Uranus conjunction could cause impulsiveness and upsets, but the influence of its meeting place, steady Taurus, helps calm things down considerably. Surprises can still happen, but you have a little better chance of getting things under control when you rely on practicality and logic rather than sheer emotional responses. This isn't a great time to branch out and try something new. Crises and emergencies call for calm, tried-and-true methods, not strange innovations. The cosmic weather is quiet today until mid-afternoon, when the moon sextiles Ceres in Cancer, prompting selfless behavior. The instinctive nature of the Taurus moon can, at times, hinder us from seeing that what works best for us might not necessarily be best for others. We become stubborn in our preferences and impatient if our specific needs aren't being met. We wind up feeling like our generosity is being taken for granted. However, during this auspicious connection to Ceres, the asteroid of nurturance, we organically perceive how to offer support in ways that are most applicable to those around us. Our attempts to assist are well received, whether we are feeding or sheltering someone, or providing a listening ear for their concerns. The care that we offer comes from a place that is not only authentic, but allows us to express the best of ourselves. Everyone winds up feeling more secure and seen as a result. Following this, the moon aligns with Uranus, stimulating our intuition and instincts. This is an aspect where we feel things in our bones. The emotions generated now can prompt us to adopt sudden changes, upset our classic routines, and make strange elections, acting on rationale that is beyond us. Our decisions might seem bizarre to those who know us well, and we will likely admit that we are acting out of character at this time. However, we should trust eccentric impulses to guide us in the right direction. As our confidence shrinks, we can find ourselves backing out of social engagements. This attitude confuses those who desire our company, but truly there are few things as insufferable as moping under the Leo moon, so our energy is better invested in solo pursuits or fleshing out creative projects. When we feel less obligated to perform, the perception of being under a microscope will subside and our mood should stabilize.